Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Starpoint Gemini 2. This is a little bit older game. In fact, there's Warlords is out now, and Starpoint Gemini 3 is in early access, so well behind the curve here, friends. But there's a reason for that. I played Starpoint Gemini many years ago, YouTube only, and loved it. Starpoint Gemini 2 completely turned around all the controls and everything else. And in my opinion, made the game objectively terrible. Just because of the controls. Like, everything else about the game, as far as I could tell, is actually pretty fun. But the control scheme they came up with is just insane. Furthermore, the help text, they decided to go for, instead of a show me, they decided to go for a just read all these little menus that pop up as soon as you roll over something. They'll show you screenshots of what they're talking about. But in some of the screenshots, they'll mention in the text, like, number 7 here is this indicator, and the screenshot doesn't even have the number 7 on it because they didn't take a screenshot with that indicator in it. So it's like beyond useless, and they give it all to you like right up in the very beginning. So it just, you'll never retain. They just pound that information in from the very beginning. So good luck retaining any of that. And that was really the thing that turned me off to it, was the control scheme just infuriated me. I'm going to try and persevere. The name of my current mindset is perseverance, because as I persevere in X4 Frontiers, I've started to grow to like the game. And it's always taken me forever to try to get into it. So I'm going to try to persevere with Starpoint Gemini 2, because I know in my heart of hearts there's a good game underneath all this crap that you have to deal with. Because Starpoint Gemini 1 was actually pretty fantastic. So we'll see here. In fact, one of the things they're showing in this little video here is a tactical overlay. It doesn't even get mapped to a keyboard command. You have to actually map it yourself. It's not mapped by default. So it's just stuff like that that just infuriates you about the game. It was one of those things where they just, seems like they never played their own game kind of thing. But I'm going to try to hold firm and try to get through the game, because I have a feeling it's a good one. And then I want to get to Starpoint Gemini Warlords, and then maybe take a look at Starpoint Gemini 3 in its early access. But this game alone, I think, is about 20 hours probably, so it'll take a while before I get there. In any event, I'm going to do this much the same as I've been doing my Helium Rain playthrough and my X4 playthrough, where I'm going to go hour by hour on the YouTubes and put up hour by hour on it. Though probably slightly differently in the notifications and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. In any event, I am burning lots of time here in this first hour, so let's go start a new game. Now, I turned on the Secrets of Etheria and Titans DLC. It's weird. There's 3 different DLCs that I have. I have Secrets of Etheria, Titans, and Origins, but you can't turn all 3 of them on at the same time. I don't know why, and they're all separate campaigns anyway, so why you wouldn't have all 3 of them on at the same time, I don't understand. I guess they completely changed the control scheme or something in Origins, I don't know. But I have not even played the original campaign, so we're going to do that, and then if I get to the end of this and I really liked the original campaign, then we'll jump into Secrets of Etheria and Titans. So we'll see, and maybe even Origins. We'll see how I feel by the end of this, or whether I want to just move on to Warlords. We'll see. Anyway, It's been 2 years since the end of the Second Gemini War, and the situation in the war-torn system is further from resolution than ever before. The collection of freedom fighters, named the Gemini League, is now reduced to a small group with no power or influence after losing their leaders. The Empire, meanwhile, has used the reopened Starpoint to occupy the once renegade Gemini sector and beyond. Play the Starpoint Gemini 2 campaign, find out the background Gemini conflict, how it plays out, and all that stuff. So basically, at the end of Starpoint Gemini 1, Starpoint Gemini 1 starts out where Gemini system is, or Gemini sector, is completely isolated from Earth. The Starpoint, which is the big, basically, jump point between Earth and here, is damaged and disabled, and so they kind of just, the colonists that were here kind of splinter into factions and all that stuff. And then I think it was like 30 years or something go by, and then and they had lost all contact with Earth. Starpoint Gemini 1 picks up. You go through a whole bunch of storyline, which was actually really good. And then at the end of it, you manage to repair and reopen the Starpoint. And when you do, you contact Earth, and you get a, let's just say, unfavorable response. And you end that game with these giant sort of, ships coming through the Starpoint from Earth that are bent on basically conquering all the things. Earth had apparently turned into more of a warlike regime had taken over in the interim time. So, and then this is, I believe, pretty much where this picks up. I think it says it takes 2 years after the Second Gemini War. So it's 2 years after Starpoint Gemini 1. So we'll see here. Anyway, let's go. The Empire is the Earth Empire. All right, choose class: Commander, Gunner, or Engineer. Commander balances between augmenting his own ship and the entire fleet, and he's most powerful when accompanied by friendly ships and fighter craft. The Gunner excels at direct combat. He augments his light and heavy weaponry to maximize damage. An Engineer could create numerous dangerous anomalies and hack into enemy ships' mainframes to inflict damage or other negative effects. He can also augment his power output. I'm going to go probably Gunner route myself. I'm more of the warrior type than the subtle.
War, pain, destruction, death. Whatever battle we win, there is always another one to follow. Great General Paul Demetrius took us close, so damn close to the promise of final peace and freedom.
Paul was
Rebuilding
the
Gemini after the Starpoint disaster and repeated annihilation of the Colonial Directorate gave us hope that our long journey might finally be over.
Paul was the main character of the first game.
But evil rose once again and smashed our dream for the second time. Cruel destiny, or just another display of human tendency to destroy everything they supposedly strive to achieve? I'm not sure anymore, but I do know my soul is so tired from struggle. All of my years are now lost in the chaos of war, and most of my friends are long gone. That will not change. But my son deserves a better future. Our hated empire has been restored in some parts of Gemini since Starpoint was reopened. and we all live in fear once again. Do we have the strength to stand up to them? Do we have the will to rise again? The League is gone, and there is no hero in sight that could unite us this time. I strongly believe the Empire's return to Gemini had different reasons than simple conquest. I remember well how they operate, and how brutal their military machinery can be. Sheer fact we are still here proves something is different now. I feel my strength diminishing, but there is one last thing I must do. Find at least a glimpse of hope. Search for the surviving leaders of the League, unveiled some shocking secrets, but I feel time is short, as I suspect our little expedition has been under surveillance for weeks now.
Don't adjust your TVs. The game does actually stutter in its own videos. It cannot perform well enough to play just pre-rendered videos. It's disgraceful.
Late. We'll have to separate. Adrian, head for Planet Trinity. Our cargo is ready. Just pick it up and rendezvous with me. It's time for you to take on more responsibilities.
I was afraid you never noticed I'm not a child anymore. I was ready to take your side a long time ago.
And we're turning off all these tips because there's 9,000 of them. And they don't really help anyway. So, yes, the game actually stutters in its own cutscenes. The pre-rendered video, it just can't play it for some reason. I don't know why it has that problem. I don't know why they've never fixed that problem. It's just terrible. Furthermore, I assure you I've gone through the options menu and there is no subtitles for those videos. So sorry. This is part of the stuff that makes me angry about the game, is that it's little things like that they should have been able to get right and did not. What the? Oh, there we go.
New waypoint confirmed. Executing.
I mean, every other game in the world can get those things right, and they couldn't. They just released it in that state, and then they never patched it. So, and they have all this DLC, and they've still never patched those problems. It's craziness.
Trouble ahead. Pirates. I might as well see how this ship fares in some actual combat.
Alright, the combat is one of the things I've had a big problem with. Basically, I'm going to... I'm using the fire at will functionality, and I'm probably going to be using that all the time. Because as much as it pains me to do that, because I really would love to shoot at this guy myself, but honestly, in order to do that, I'd have to go into the turret view, which means my ship would be relatively would be flying in one direction, and not really doing any evasive maneuvers. Which means I take a whole bunch of damage. It's weird. They went to this like turret view thing, you know, where they wanted to yeah.
Not bad at all. This little ship can handle itself pretty well. But I should proceed to Trinity. I'll do some repairs while I'm down there.
Yeah, so the now we're back into selection mode. So the game it has two modes, just like X4 does, where you hit space and you're in flight mode where it follows your cursor, and then you hit space and then your cursor just becomes free and it goes whatever direction you want, and you got WASD to maneuver yourself and all that stuff. But the
New waypoint confirmed. Yes, sir. Engine set.
The problem with the combat is you don't really actively take part in the combat. because you're basically, in order to actively take part, you have to take control of the turrets, which is the V key, which changes your view to a turret view, right? So your ship continues on in whatever direction it's going in, and then you have to fire that way. Unfortunately, that means your ship is not doing any maneuvering, so you're taking all kinds of damage. It's just weird. It's very weird. Rift dust is illegal here. We're gonna go land on planet Trinity. Hopefully. So there's anchor points you go to, and then from there you can determine what you want to do. I would click on things first. Anchor, go to... I think there's a... Where does it say to land at? Captain's log, skills and perks, fleets. Dark chart. I forget how to tell it to land. Oh, here it is. Yeah, landing fee is 0. Cool. Alright. We're getting used to it again. Cargo pickup. What did I need to do here? Shipyard. Shanghai, Philadelphia, Tokyo. Different ships there. Like, they do have some good things like this comparison system, so you can compare things and whatnot. That's not what I'm looking for though. Trader. I have some rift dust. Some rift dust and some titanium. But they said rift dust was illegal. Can I sell all that? I guess I can sell it. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it's not illegal enough, huh? News. All that stuff. Troopers. And dry dock. Let's repair our hull. Load out. What do we got here? Light weapon. Mongoose heavy weapon. Enhancements. Got transporter, propulsion. So one of the cool things about Starpoint Gemini 1, and I think you can do it in here too, is when you're fighting someone, you can actually beam troops over and actually defeat them by controlling their ship. Which is kind of cool. Propulsion, power core, shield generator. There's grappler. Do we have Novogen? I like having a really good grappler. You know, a really good shield generator would be good. What is that? Shield strength 0.30. 10. What was that? This doesn't. How do I compare these two? That's not giving me any information that's useful. just driving me nuts here. What is this? Shield generator? Shield strength 0.30. What does that mean? The strength says 270. I don't. Oh, this game, man. It's just. Enhance the system. Left click on desired system or browse for available enhancements. When docked, your crew automatically repairs all ship systems to full HP unless the turrets or enhancements are destroyed and lost forever. Okay. So I don't know. I might not have any room for enhancements. These enhancements are, I think, things you can just put into your, that like enhances the shield generator and all that stuff, but not by a whole lot apparently. Systems. Dock Ripper. So what's our loadout right now? We got an SBR light railgun. Our light railgun is 18 average damage. Okay. Light weapon. Light weapon. That's a beam weapon. Beam weapon. 24 damage. It's like 18. I only have 18,000 credits though, so I can't do any of those. Equipment. Biometric shield, radiation, Atlas defense system. Yeah, we really can't afford anything right now. Change the decals. So that's a thing. Rearm. I'm all armed up. I don't need anything there. Okay. And then let's look at our captain info. Mining guild, 4% bonus with the mining guild. We get. Don't have any money going out for licenses. We have 3,400 in trade coming in. Income. Our reputation with all the various factions we haven't seen yet. Hiring troopers, officers. So officers available. This will help out with some of our systems, I believe. Yeah. So power recharge rate, shield recharge rate, transport capacity, repair hull, chance to slow down attacker 5. Detect cloaked objects. So their salary and their price, how much they cost. So let's hire you. And let's hire you. I guess I could hire them too, but a lot of money. Mercs, so I can hire someone to fly with me. If I pay them per month, that kind of thing. We're not going to do that right now. I don't think I need that right now. Rena. Seen in the area. She's wanted for treason. Okay. Economy news, future Gemini news, all that stuff. Trader. I'm gonna try my best not to do any trading because I hate just doing that. I really do. Okay. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get right now. Let me make sure I don't have any skill or perk points. Okay, I haven't leveled up or anything. Captain's log. Planet Trinity. Destroy pirates. Any landing. Leave Planet Trinity is our next thing in the main mission. Just gets us out into the world, basically. All right, let's depart.
Where the hell have you been so long? Gabriel's in trouble. Everyone is under heavy attack. We must aid him immediately. Meet me there.
Turn to Avalon. Where's our star chart? Where is Avalon at? Gate Remote Research Center.
Affirmative.
There.
Changing course.
All right.
Yes, sir. Engine set to maximum power.
there's a lot of also waiting around for things too, but we have I think yeah, power engines. Yeah. We're doing right.
Affirmative. Changing course. Affirmative.
It's
Engines on
the
override.
fastest. It's the fastest we'll go. There are like trading lanes, T-gates, which are trading gates basically. You have to pay for them though. It's all fun and games. So, but you know, part of the appeal of this is going around and exploring, which I'll do obviously. Oh, that's on me. I wanted to see if I could
Affirmative. Changing course. Transferring all
zoom out more, but I think this is as zoomed out as it will get. That was the other thing too, is it feels very claustrophobic, where it doesn't feel like you can actually see anything. Like the field of view is very narrow. And as far as I know, I can't change that. So, but I can do this now that I have it mapped, which shows me a tactical view of my ship and how my shields are doing and everything. Which is fantastic.
No, Father. No!
Damn, we are too late. Whoever did this already fled. Sensors are not picking up any survivors.
This cannot be. My father was causing no trouble. Why the hell would anyone do this?
I'm very sorry for your loss, Adrian. Very sorry. We'll find those responsible for this massacre. I promise you. But where to start?
Wait, my computer's log has just been updated. Some kind of automated message embedded in the memory core. It's from my father. God. He knew something like this could occur. Why didn't he tell me? I could have...
What could you have done? Die with him? Gabriel was a brave and skilled warrior. If he believed it was too dangerous, then it was. He sent you away to protect you. Respect that kid, and be happy you are alive. Now you have the chance to investigate this and get even. I'm going to Trinity to see if local security caught any info on the attackers. You investigate those logs Gabriel left you, and search the Avalon for clues.
Affirmative. I will find the bastards who did this, and I will kill them. All of them!
All of
My
them.
mission will soon reveal the true magnitude of events that are unfolding in Gemini, far from everyone's eyes. How could we be so blind? It was always here, in front of us. Still, there is time to avert the disaster, if we play this right. I just need one final piece of the puzzle, but I don't know how much time I have. They've been onto me for weeks now, and it's only a matter of time when they make their move. I knew my actions would eventually provoke action, but I need a bit more time. To my son, Adrian, if you are reading this message, it means I have run out of time already, and it is up to you to finish my work. Forgive me for keeping secrets, but it was for your own good. I've spent almost my entire life surrounded by war and death, and I just wanted something better for you. Now, you must take my burden and my place, for everything is at stake here. Everything. You have enough training, and I know you have more than enough courage. All you need to know is stored in heavily encrypted data cores, divided on all ships in the fleet. Find all of them, and then you'll be able to decrypt them. Then you'll know the way ahead. And son, I'm sorry I won't be there for you. There are only a handful of people I could trust. Find them. Scientist Eleanor Ridley, Captain Bertrand Steiger, Javier Morse, Jared Hunt, and General Paul Demetrius will surely help you. Some of them may already be gone, but that is the only help I can give you. Godspeed. And Adrian, finish this. Maybe destiny chose you for this task with a reason.
So, Eleanor Ridley, Bertrand Steiger, I don't know about Xavier or Jared, and Paul Demetrius were characters from the first game, if I remember correctly. Been a couple years, but those names jump out at me. Scan the wreck of the Avalon.
But your father was for a long time a very important member of the Gemini League, an organization that preceded today's Gemini Protector. We regret our help didn't reach you in time, but we're here now. The loss of Gabriel Faulkner is a loss.
You can't even hear him. Hello, Adrian. You don't know me, but your father was for a long time a very important member of the Gemini League, an organization that preceded today's Gemini Protectorate. We regret our help didn't reach you in time, but we are here now. The loss of Gabriel Faulkner is the loss for the entire Gemini. Please accept our help in firing the murderers. We offer any assistance you might need in pursuing this matter in the end. Continue the campaign, or do free roam, which means we won't be able to continue the story. I don't know why they made the two separate like that, but we're continuing the campaign. Alright, the Gemini Protectorate successfully traced one of the missing ships from my father's entourage, the Rafale, I should say. Its current location is deep inside an asteroid field in the Engine Trinity territory. It is imperative to intercept and obtain this data core in order to start piecing together my father's true mission, which is over here. Let's go there.
Affirmative. Changing course. Rerouting all power to engines.
What's that over there? Okay, gunship. Side mission available. I believe they all show up on the star chart, right? Yeah. This is where you go for all your stuff. Actions, regions, e-gates, wormholes, riftways, nebula, asteroid field. Okay. Open best buy sell database, bounty board, remove waypoint, toggle event markers. Bounty board. My system's most wanted. This is the one that we saw there. Last known location was Masada. They have like these little bounty boards you can go through and just try to kill all these people for lots and lots of money, but obviously the ones that cost the most are like level 100. She's level 20. You probably don't want to take them on until you're at least level 20, I would imagine. On that one. Which is going to take a while. It doesn't... Do we continue moving in the... I don't think we do. It's 12, 3, 2, 1, and then... Yeah, no, it actually stops time. That's not ideal. Can't really do my planning. Well, you have to do all your planning in there, but then the world stops while you're doing your planning. Which is not ideal when you have a freaking ton of space to fly across. But, whatever. I do like the music in the game, though. It's kind of got like a almost like an 80s vibe to it, like 80s synth vibe, chill wave kind of stuff. Like I feel like I'm flying Kit here. Michael, want to go to this waypoint? Michael, I don't know why you're not married, Michael. Married to your job. Alright. Lots of asteroids here too. I believe you could do some form of mining. I don't remember exactly how. I know you can find cargo containers and stuff that people have left behind.
Communications report heavy long-range chatter. New missions are available.
Is M the map? Yes. Okay. Mining facility. Memphis. Okay. I can M to go in and out of the map instead of having to hit that BX there. It's good. Oh, fun. Autopilot will just bounce us off of some rocks here. Why not?
Thank God it's you, Adrian. Please help me get rid of these pests.
Alright, well, I'll try.
Engaging automated protocols. All weapons on auto mode.
Thank you for the assist. I guess you are here for the data core.
Indeed I am. How do you know of it?
I have no idea what it is, and I don't give a damn. My instructions were to transfer it to you in case, well, something happens. So there you go. Just take the damn thing. It almost cost me my head. And if you enjoy danger like your father did, I'll give you the possible location of another ship with this core. Yukon. Good hunting.
Alright, Captain Samuel Farrow provided useful information about the whereabouts of another ship that is carrying data core, the Yukon. Our commander, Kobe Tagachi, has some friends on Plymouth shipyard, and since Yukon is heavily damaged during an assault on Gabriel Faulkner, it's very possible Captain Tagachi would go exactly there to conduct all the extensive repairs. Okay. What is this one? There's a repair beam on the marked structure. Alright, let's go there and do that. Let's do some
Changing course.
side missions while we can. Because we're going to need the money, because we want to upgrade as much as we can along the way. Try and navigate around some of these rocks since the autopilot can't. Interesting stuff around here. Look around at things. Gates there. I believe you get a little bit of experience as you explore the map and everything too, so. This is not a useless trek, let's put it that way. We don't have any damage, which is good. I also forget to keep using these the boosts and stuff too. Here, hair bots, shield booster, speed booster, scavenger swarm. What are they doing in swarm to target derelict intelligent useful materials? Okay. Go. Let's get in closer here. Sure how close we have to get. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Definitely not what I wanted to do. Do I not have a repair beam? I assume I have a repair beam. I'm not sure how close I have to get to use it. Alright, it's not letting me get any closer than this. So how do I repair? What I want. I don't think I have a repair beam, do I? I don't think I have a repair. I think I can repair this. Because it would be on the context menu if I could. Great. That's just fantastic. Let's see what else is around here. Automated repair station. I wonder if this will... Can I anchor there? I don't think so. I can anchor there. See if they have a...
Rerouting all power to engines.
They have a thing I can buy. I can buy a repair beam from them. I don't even know if I can fit a repair beam on this thing. Might need a bigger ship. I think a repair beam is one of the things that slots down here, right? I think you can. I think it's just like a secondary, not a secondary, but a module. So I might be able to. I just have to find one. Right.
We should check the star chart. New missions are available.
Cool. So, try dock, equipment, systems. We have a razor. Oh, see, now it's telling me what I. Oh no, I guess I picked this up off of somebody. 24 damage. I must have picked that up, which means I could use it on my own guy. No, I'm looking for heavy weapon, wing. Oh, I have an interceptor. Interesting. Light weapons. I have a. Yeah, what's the razor here? Is 24 damage. Is 18. Let's mount that. That's good. Configure turrets. Oh, for trade. Oh. Okay. Anyway. What I am looking for, though. Full integrity fields. Repair bots, which I have. That's not really what I'm looking for. I don't have a T drive, I don't think, yet. Plasma cannon. Shockwave. Fusion torpedoes. Might not have. How do you find the repair beam? Especially from hack attempts, grappler range. Oh, these are all the enhancements for the grappler. But I want no heavy weapons. Not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for. Well, first of all, we can probably sell that light weapon off. I don't know where the repair beam is. I really don't know. Does this ship just not have it? Maybe this ship just doesn't have it. I mean, that would be just the thing, right? It's like they give you a level 1 mission and you can't even do the level 1 mission because you don't. The ship they start you out in doesn't have repair beams. Hmm. Integrity field. Okay. All right. No. Yeah, I don't know what I've done wrong here. That was not what I was looking to do there. Doesn't. How do I put those particular things in there? It's. I forget how to do this now. Just,
Requesting dock permission now.
if I have this equipment, so is it just passive? I guess it's just passive. Because some of these aren't passive. The repair bots and stuff. I have no idea. It's... Oh, this is the frustrating thing about it. This is why this game frustrates the hell out of me. Like, it's stuff like that should be really simple to figure out, and it's really not. Alright. Let's go... I guess I can't do that side mission? I don't know. There's freelance maintenance. So I guess we'll go up here. I'm at level 5. I'm not yet at. That's fun. Memphis. Relay satellites. I don't know what to do there. Like, that's the problem, is like I just don't know what to... Anchor there. Info. It's a repair of a local facility. It's like, use your repair beam, contacts menu. Like, that's not helping. That's not helping at all. Because it's not in the context menu. Maybe that's only available to engineers? People who take any engineer profession? I don't know. I guess we'll just head out here.
Affirmative.
And see if
Changing course.
I find something.
Affirmative. Engines on overdrive.
This is another one of those games where you have to go looking for quests. They don't just like give you a nice organized list of them. You have to go find them because apparently somebody thought that was fun. I don't know. Apparently the same person who thought that was fun in X4 must have designed it in here. I guess. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, you play these games to... I mean, yes, there's a sandbox aspect to the games that's fun, but, you know... There's also the point of, like, why not...
Monitoring comm frequencies revealed new available missions.
Why would you make it difficult to find quests, which is what your game relies on you doing, like quests and things. Advanced assassination. Alright, what is this one? Level 12. Great. How about that one? Level 10. This one up here. Level 9. Roanoke. What is that? Hollow. That looks like an enemy. Oh, that station is now an enemy. Station changed hands, I guess? That's interesting. Yeah, we're still not seeing anything that's my level. I mean, I could try taking on a higher level thing, but usually that just ends up in you just get your face wrecked as quickly as possible. Is there anything more out here? Let me see any more. I can try
Course
something
adjusted.
closer that way. And I'll get some lower level things. Also, that is a anomaly, which I think if I stop, I can scan it. I think I gotta get really close to it to scan it. Yeah. Shield
We are now
dampener.
flying through hostile territory.
Must be within 300 to scan. Okay.
Scanning done. We have the info we need.
There we go. Disable one of my systems. Which system to disable? My shields? Sensors, grappler. I think everything looks okay to me. Yeah, everything looks okay to me. A lot of debris around here, though. This is the one time when having a turret view works out really well, because you can look around and see if you see anything of interest. Salvage. I don't think I see anything.
Sensors are picking up hostiles in the vicinity.
Oh, really? What are you? You're a level 1, huh? Well, I guess we're gonna go fight you.